of somebody because the fact that he's willing to be physical and listen, the fact that he wasn't in there for the last series and different things like that, because that friendly fire hit he took from Akuda, oh my gosh, that was one of the hardest hits thrown of the day, right? But the fact that, like you said, always around the ball, you can't teach that. It reminds me of guys like Brett Hull, Brendan Shanahan. The puck finds these guys.
Yeah, and he is. He's always there. And it goes to show you this, and this isn't on the scoreboard, and this isn't something that's front of mind. This is another example of the general manager getting it done. It is, and it's subtle, and you don't notice it because it's not part of the game day experience. They don't talk about it on ESPN or NFL Primetime or anything like that. No other show's really going to talk about it because a lot of people don't understand it. But this is how it's done. This further entrenches me. So no, I'm not doing a victory lap because the destination hasn't been reached yet. This just goes back to it again. If you can't see what Brad Holmes is doing, then I cannot help you. You're going to see what you want to see.
No, absolutely. Better and better. And you got to remember, these are rookies playing in their first year and stuff like that, and getting more snaps, getting more responsibility. Obviously, Aaron Glenn realizes that, he's got to lean on these guys, but they're finding a way. I mean, you look like even Akuda, right, who's around the ball a lot. He falls down more than I want him to, but the fact is that he's out there. He's available, right, Neil? And these guys are making themselves available. So hopefully, Kerby Joseph will be healthy and doing the same things this weekend.
I mean, Jeff Okuda, besides because he was a Bob Quinn pick, that game against the Packers, that is kind of the Brad Holmes game. You've got Aiden Hutchinson making his biggest play as a line. You got Kerby Joseph, 2 interceptions. You have Derek Barnes stepping in for Rodrigo and arguably playing the best game by a Lions linebacker in the past 2 years. And then you've got Amon-Ra St. Brown leading the team in receiving. This is the Brad Holmes kind of game, and it was amazing to watch, and you love to see these young players, even though it was a game against a not-so-great Packers team, and even though the Lions didn't always look impressive, it's great to see the young guys who Brad Holmes drafted step up. It shows his plan.
And it does, and it just shows you how deep it is, too, because, boom, just like that, your safety, you talk about Kyle Hamilton this season will make 80% of Kerby Joseph's entire contract this season.
And that is why you don't pick a safety at number 2.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the
Especially
story.
Because, again, going back to it, the Marcus Williams thing, Spence, he's the best, one of the best ones in the game. Yeah. He got $15 million per year. I wasn't given one. I don't know about 10.
Right.
Period. End of story, man. So, and look, I know people are going to hear that and they're going to say, "Oh, you're saying that he's Ed Reed." No, we're not saying that. I'm just saying, echoing Sam Flannel's sentiment that over the last 3 weeks he has been him.